Ode yebeba Bagbin ayi so okay. But lawyer Kasano or can be about Article 99 where he said say it is only and I say Speaker Bagbin should have looked at Article 97 and Article 99 declaring a parliamentary seat vacant. Now, Okai na me kai bibia ebra the then Speaker of Parliament Mike Okwe eka say former MP ano oye NPP MP Esiama seat no vacant no. The NDC minority led by Dafiamapo granted an interview. Now mafutu from the then MP, former MP, or say MP, Uncle Court, no Uncle challenge the decision of Speaker Aaron Mike Okwe. Yes, that was then. Share, we are granting interview with my Joy FM.
Wouldn't to me radio
available. You can go online. Is there? I'll say minority MPs tell embattled former MP to challenge Speaker's ruling in court. And this is 9th November 2020. Minority members of Parliament, led by 8 Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee, says the embattled former MP, Andrew Amwakon-Siama, should challenge the Speaker's ruling, declaring his seat vacant in court. Roxanne Nelson Dafiamapo said the MP should invoke Article 99 of the 1992 Constitution for the High Court to determine the matter. Roxanne, a brebia ABC, even though no, is entirely different from what has happened now.
Yeah, and they are entirely different.
Oh,
and conform by say make change him.
No, entirely different too. But Speaker Okwe declared seat vacant. No, the NDC then, led by Roxanne Nelson Dafiamapo, echo to former MP for say Speaker Okwe need right to declare a seat vacant. And he onko invoke Article 99 na lawyer Masoropoku Ajima ekan ho asem no.
Yeah.
Now on fanko reverse that decision.
I see.
Ebio hwe matise ebra Supreme Court rule say oh yemfa omo be hwe case no entem no. Ebi mu say ebi nsi da. Hwe me wo letter bi wa ha. Ora Thaddeus sorry. On na Speaker Bagbin Parliament ne lawyer. Case be by about interlocutory injunction dia na the firm poya siki ewo ekoba se LGBTQ sensem you ene ubekaya ministers na say approve omo okoje interlocutory injunction bi. Say Speaker or kasa or say he cannot be served on Tuesday. Now on Supreme Court agreements the mandate is penny best serve when a fenyo marking attempted say or the injunction application you command say oh wakosi injunction they can hold on with the decision to declare so obeka bibiafa case about the last 2 days no.
That be about was it the one Supreme Court said
or say
only mandates
yes,
but that is a bunkum decision. Yes,
if he said yes. Speaker or say on to mean the injunction application from Afenyo marking because
or say Chief Justice Nema say you know guideline no say because privilege issues of privilege.
I think you want to say agent.
Yes.
Let's say 7 Parliament Tuesday was this young chairman to Adambra.
And say NPP Korea there and now Koji Boni Bia.
Yeah, but you see a Chenwa
Friday and now Tuesday. They say a train.
And I said you better train by the time I Tuesday man of one Polokuno.
But that is even a lie. T. When a lie, maybe can be a choice. Oh, train me.
That's what I find yeah.
Train me back. At least there is precedence. Wabra NDC MP, the firm of da fia mapo
da fia mapo na asema asa
okoji okoji
see the speaker here no enye ruling, it was an information to parliament
and so there's nothing to mistake.
No, you know why? Because the procedure speaker ni use here no it's wrong.
What's it?
What do I say? The procedure speaker ni use here wrong. It's no kasa no because the injunction na da fam poko je about say ye be approve ministers. The last minister Akufo-Addo appointed here no. Who said back Beka say or injunction to he cannot approve the ministers.
Yes.
Sign injunction. Fatima no. Sign injunction. Share eda onya mi quote no. Or say honorable members, I also bring to your attention the receipt of a process from a court titled Roxanne Nelson the Fiamma versus the Speaker of Parliament and the Attorney General suit number JI-12/2024, which process was served on the 19th of March 2024.
Check it. 19th of March.
Tuesday.
19th of March.
Obia pa on check it. 19th of March.
Yes.
Tuesday.
2024 year.
2024 yeah. 19th. It was a Tuesday.
First sitting day of the week.
This is his on no masemo. Say on he was served on the 19th of March 2024 an injunction motion on the notice seeking to restrain the speaker from proceeding with the vetting and approval of the names of persons submitted by His Excellency the President until the provisions of the Constitution are satisfied. Honorable members, in the light of the process, the House is unable to continue to consider the nomination of His Excellency the President in the spirit of upholding the rule of law until after the determination of the application for the interlocutory injunction by the Supreme Court.
Tobo VR. Let's see check date no. Check it. What check it?
19th of March.
Tuesday. I checked before coming.
The VR official we say wakuba.
And I make the Peter Odibi now speaker chantro.
Okay.
Say it's only Monday now. Say so
March yeah.
He
was served on 19th of March.
Which was a
Tuesday. About the Fiamma Poya say all restraining Parliament from going ahead to work. I'm a OJ. Based on that, also want me approve ministers.
Now the fire for you.
Na afenyo ebe servewa.
Oh, every year be a club of alone to that or to or try. Oh, back your body. Oh,
yeah.
The piano come back.
Let's talk about this. Only for you cry.
Everybody.
So, on Tuesday, yes, serve. Emma OJ. Based on that, Parliament one year with Juma because also who uphold the rule of law. Wabra afenyo yes obe serve there. Otiatia nimpo. Emma warning clerk say why na say serve such a document on them now. Watch as it's only on Mondays pay.
But I think we should challenge the speaker.
Oh, he lied. He lied. Because wajibi on Tuesday pen. And there intro. And Supreme Court now mutana say and temonon so no. The toss will be edika to us no. Hwe, Mr. Tadia sorry. Or throw letter to the Chief Justice. Copied to Richard the last guy, the Attorney General and Amanda and the relevant point will say after or setting in the case no problem and in no. Or say it will accordingly be appreciated if the parties are given a very early date to expedite the hearing of the application pending before the court, and it was granted.
The request for early hearing
was granted. And it is a NPP, such a serious case about. I are turning constitution upside down.
Yes.
Now who apply to the CJ, and it happens all the time. Yes. Lawyers to be someone mechanical. You can apply to the CJ, and you'll be given an expeditious trial. Okay. It's not new.
Tadio sorry,
yes.
Speaker of Parliament.
Ni lawyer. Ako CJ ho.
Supreme Court grantee.
Ama
Okay.
And you many instances. Omo etro and it's granted.
Abridgment of time.
Yes. Yes. Now, Speaker Babin case no. In fact, mitie no. ɛna masa akɔpɛ ni speech already no ni ruling no.
Oh, okay. Oh, my ruling, prepared ruling.
Oh,
okay.
Me or sanka me. Oh yes. Unim okaya. Say otu ye na odu baabi no na okai. It no say okopim.
Okopim no na baabi asa dia.
Because unim. So ohwe luckily eno anajo. Yes, send me a copy of their new standing orders.
I almost standing orders no. Say a part the SOBC no.
Now sha unse Ashanti Ashasi and Haruna started Tamale. Or say how now say a brother mobile parliamentar. They were going to send a motion to parliament.
Motion and not petition.
Petition. That is at order 99.
Yes.
To parliament.
Fabra now we be no asa can talk of our fraba.
Order 99 As a member may present a petition to the house if the member has previously notified the speaker. Say they all can so notify nanka or the petitioner bar.
Yes.
Parliament. And so or the bar, then the speaker shall refer the petition to the committee or any other relevant committee for investigation and report to the House within a period directed by the Speaker, but not exceeding 30 days from the date of the reference, unless the Speaker, after consultation with the leadership of the House, determines that a reference is not necessary because of the petition does not merit investigation.
Sarah Adwasafo.
Yes.
And then some members of parliament, they can say, or more absent of parliament.
For some, yes.
It is said you there was a petition. There was a petition before Babin.
Yes.
And Babin referred that petition.
Yes. It is all kind, and I say,
even when the committee recommended automatically, no.
I'll say yes.
No, also no.
Was it no?
Yes.
Even that also no. He disagreed with the committee.
And to him, say how na the petition by, and I can refer to a committee. Nanka, who can Supreme Court ruling na and right by and I almost say natural justice.
Yes.
There wasn't fair hearing. It think maybe the committee, maybe they could have formed maybe an ad hoc committee, would have invited them because in truth, the fact that Obi contested on the ticket of a political party doesn't mean a Nipano is a member of the party. And there are many examples from both parties.
Yes.
The fact say Obi contested MP on the ticket of a political party. Said the Speaker Babinka said who notices of poll chair say, for example, Siama contested on the ticket of MPP and by that alone enunti or a member or across capital it's wrong because there are many examples that chair say Obi betima be a candidate for a political party. No yet a member of the party. For example, Nitu Wabra Bimbila Ibn Chambers a free wire by election. No a PNC ni. The NPP or by NPP candidate. No, one only member. What I say? Mankata or the by election. He was not a member of NPP, but NPP kofano mani bejina on that. In any case, what NPP constitution now? The portion that says you must be a registered member of the party. Now, as I know contest of on the ticket of the party. No, that same constitution say the National Executive Committee and National Council may dispense off that portion. What I say? Enti OSHA qualification parliamentary. 1. The article selection of parliamentary candidate, article 12(4). Or say a member applying for nomination as the party's parliamentary candidate should be a known and active member for at least 2 years, provided that in appropriate cases the National Executive Committee, in consultation with the regional and constituency executive, may dispense with this requirement. Enti me MPP se menye MPP member mpa na Obuasi East.
Say was popular way.
Me wa adofu yi. The party can say oh Peter Bejina yen emaye. It doesn't mean say
me a party member.
Me a party member. And it has There are many examples. Apart from that, all the qualification who person who qualify so be MP on the ticket of a political party. Party ni bet my pen say, oh, ya wave utimi eko. In any case, the NDC, koto about Ketu. Koto about no. Yeni adam for Edam Agbana. Any another Ketu. Oh, Ketu South or Ketu North.
One of the Ketu.
One MP.
MP no.
Sitting MP.
Pay. Na electoral rules nimra. Any party no NDC constitution e say or say koto a runoff and I say koto a bill. The party functional executive committee tna say can say oh ye dey na Edam Agbana.
New entrant no. Because they say we cause second run now.
So until the constitutional provision no the to nchen Emma Edam Agbana declare no against the Omar constitution and the party constitution there parties now to meet transit yeah they better nchen and I say for whatever reasons and the speaker baby go notices of poll no ka say nunti who say notices of poll that alone say wa cross carpet to another party he's wrong.
So boss, there's a very important question.
Yes.
Speaker one kasa on his own volition.
Yes.
Everything I take a decision without the prompting from anybody.
No. He cannot. But even because who speaker no member of parliament.
Exactly.
Na who say who kind na or say or take a decision based on a statement or the 93 from a they adopted a two forcing approach which is order 93. Now order 93 no okay order 93 now a say speaker could not have done what he did because the order 93 in this say you only give a statement by a member order 93 by the indulgence of the House and the leave of the Speaker, a member may explain a matter of personal nature or make a statement on a matter of urgent public importance at the time the appointed for statement order 6. That is Oko order nima. You better man the time say or make it a statement. So the proposed statement shall be admitted by the speaker with or without modification. The text of the statement as admitted shall be read when a member is called upon to make the statement. A statement other than a personal statement may be commented upon by other members for a limited duration of time not exceeding 1 hour. Into this order and bargain because kind ni rule no say
but there is some continuation issue there should be continuation because at the time our statement there are instances where stations no more debate in India. If the thing is so grievous important the speaker will have to refer the matter to the comments.
Yes,
with the comments everything the clerk for no even to a committee sometimes yes. To a committee for them to bring their report.
Yes. I will say okay the speaker shall cause to be transmitted to the clerk. Statement admitted to be made on a particular day to be advertised on the order paper for the purpose of notice to members.
Yes.
But the point is that he could not have pronounced a ruling
based on a statement.
On a statement. At best, you should have referred it to the clerk for members after members are making comments, or the member committee to also make a recommendation or a decision. Then order.
Baby statement no.
The statement there.
You read it.
Ruling. Haruna would have gone to a committee.
And that is where the Supreme Court saying the rule of natural justice would have come in. The
people would have been called.
What you say? But he adopted a statement which by parliamentary practice, he should not have even given the ruling. But the best starting case no court. The approach alone,
procedurally wrong.
wrong.
Okay, now let me share the introduction.
Oh, you saw the order 93 now.
I was honorable members. I made this formal response to the House in relation to a matter of significant parliamentary and constitutional importance.
Yes. It's a statement important.
Yes. What's the constitutional importance? Does it lie in your mouth to
rule on it?
On the constitutional issue?
Yeah. But meanwhile, in his own statement, meanwhile, in his own statement, or say the issue of interpretation and enforcement of the Constitution lies in the bosom of the Supreme Court and not that of the Speaker.
So what did he do?
Yeah.
Story was saying.
Ready. In fact, there's
nothing to be stayed.
Yeah.
That Fiamepo on NC Horty Speaker Babin's declaration of 4 seats vacant.
Yes.
Baby, I was saying.
Make it down.
Quotation. Was saying, what is the Supreme Court staying? What order? There is nothing to stay. This is a non-executable order. The Speaker gave information to Parliament. He stated that Speaker Babin did not issue a ruling but merely shared information with Parliament based on the petition filed by Tamale South MP Haruna Ijusu. Has Haruna Ijusu filed a petition?
No, it wasn't. It is Ato forcing. Nah. So he lied. It's not true. Haruna didn't file anything.
Or say first, he's admitting say Babin did not give a ruling. There's no vacancy created.
So there was no
ruling. How? I don't know. I'm some majority.
Why did they say we a majority?
But that is a contradiction and absurdity.
John Mahama say now. Majority no. A chess signs of good things to come.
Yes.
Say Nyame 2025 no. Oba be majority and then have executive powers. Yeah, no Mahama
kind. You will be yes say sometimes who running verbal diarrhea one say ya be an constipation of thoughts. We no more no. A total confusion even within the minority. Coco. First of all, the ATN is their plan. They have planned say they were going to lay an ambush on the majority side.
Yes.
And at the end Licky.
Yes.
Licky and now I say through petition, the petition be quite speaker. Actually, OTA majority leader Alexander from your Makina. Arona's petition was actually presented to the speaker.
Okay.
It was received,
but they did not adopt that.
They did not even adopt that one. They did not go that route because Omonim said if they had considered that petition, the matter would have been referred to a committee, and that would have taken some time. Such a rate of temporal hallucination or mokoye, no say omanya anka it would have taken some. Even lifetime of this parliament may have even elapsed into omonya. To go the short way, and they say ma ato forcing minority the one statement on the floor, and they say this is of urgent nature, important, you know. Omoye no speaker say he should be given 2 days to well-reasoned ruling. He himself also well-reasoned ruling because this is of national importance.
It would say you were bogus rulings
also well-reasoned ruling.
But it would say you were ruling. But there was a so-called well-reasoned.
Yes.
This is so empty.
Yes.
Flawed.
Into all the buy, and no now. Or Rulu is say, in fact, if you read the whole thing, crash landing baby Omo.
Yeah, but share the difference between Okwedi and we nothing.
No, okay.
Okay. Okwedi no. Okay, NPP.
Professor Michael Queen.
Hey, sorry.
Professor Aaron.
That would Aaron put yes.
Professor okay. The venerable.
The political scientist, the lawyer. Oh no, dear no. When a Koba said for me MP yes or be independent, what kind the NPP constitution now? There's a part on go to 9 for feature. Go to 9.
So we are watching say
to
who could on the ticket of another party.
Go to page 60.
And I say who support to another personal.
Go to page 60.
You forfeit any ampa. A member of the party who stands as an independent candidate against the officially elected member of the party or who joins or declares his or her support for another political party or for an independent candidate when the party has sponsored a candidate in a general or by-election automatically forfeits his or her membership of the party. So they see.
Read the next one. Read it too.
Okay. Whenever a member ceases to be a member through resignation, expulsion from the party, or forfeiture of membership, the person may reapply for membership of the party, and the person may be readmitted on conditions provided in the constitution, except where the National Executive Committee decides otherwise.
Yes.
Which means that even when no crown pono, the
forfeiture no,
the NEC can decide.
Yes.
So the
forfeiture no can
the NEC,
if the party so decides, say even though you have gone to join or you automatically forfeiture. Even the next one, the party NEC can decide, say no.
Yes.
Even that forfeiture no, they are chill. When would they back come back?
Obi 7 people for said the message say almost say young to boss.
Church near Manum.
Professor Michael Quaid,
okay.
And then the Babin, dictator Babin, I am.
Okay.
Or see your young to a boss in teaching.
Okay.
But Professor Michael Quaid, relative to a Samadin.
Yes. And I may say, I don't know.
And then my main catch or general manager, Chris Okweku, by May up to 11 o'clock. And never see. Okay. If you start saying, are almost 10 minutes to 8.
Okay.
It's in the 1 hour the account. Okay. And 1 hour, no, you must use it judiciously. Judiciously. And then the moon could be able to take it to send a bay out. All right.
Article 9 yeah. Making kind HSA say uko join another party and as uko independent party no etimi you
okay
enti ebra formina MP ye na adwin say obekọ independent ewo formina no the party na se nipa no ye secretary John Bodu etro letter to speaker Professor Okwe Parliament say in fact formina MP were forfeited the membership of NPP.
Okay.
At the time. And I'm saying no. He is no more a member of NPP.
Yeah.
It was based on that. And okay, once a party now at the time, no. You cannot be a member of parliament.
On the ticket of that party.
On the ticket of the NPP.
Yeah.
At the time, no, NPP ni. And NPP, based on Article 9, who say, will go against the party rules. But NEC and fan channel. And I'm saying they wrote to Parliament, say, Constitution no, NPP Constitution no, were breached. Into onka NPP who be you. Na so onka NPP who be you there. Na untimi nyina NPP ticket so. And I'm sa and Speaker Professor Okwe Jina so e dey declare ni seat no vacant.
Okay.
And no is different from
it is say Cynthia Mamle Morrison.
Yes.
And Kodwa Asante.
Yes.
Friend say
Obuafo. Yes, Suhum. Yes.
And this me friend say
Aka. Kwachaka. Amenfi, yes.
Kwachaka na yes
Wadamfo.
Petroleum year.
Peter.
Oh, Kwachaka. Marine, yes, Marine.
Yes.
I mean for no.
Oh no.
Hey, I'm saying for about them. You see, I think what say see, if you are not a renegade, you won't do it. When ye group theory, just say a greedy person. Unless he say there's so much evidence, he say primaries I will call you. Party nankasa gange up against you. Every material. And I say, or my restraining from you know, dear, ya what can I say more be few.
There are issues. Unim say or contested primaries no.
Okay.
Ena olusu ye.
Okay.
Emma Wadamfo Jan.
Oh.
Yes. Olusu ye no. Ena NDC constitution actually say before ube yes ubeye NDC candidate no so ye registered member of the party and a registered voter.
Yes.
And a member be ehun say wadanfo Joanna Jan.
Yes.
Oba be contest no of 4G EC ID card.
Okay.
Into ordinary court. It's at the time of be contesting no unqualified. To the Joanna Jan court. And okwaji injunction to no so. In the case ne koso na NDC hu sampa o my mistake. So they nullified the election. They nullified the election. No, we set another date for election. Rerun. And Akwachaka file say obe contested.
By then, my memo he was
qualified. Wakwako J EC card any party card ni na qualify. Na Kwachaka call vetting no. And now disqualify no. For anti-party behavior.
Hey!
Yes. Because almost say or no kwashe obi achi the case ni court.
Anti-party.
It's omu here no omu statement say.
Very relative.
Omu here no omu statement say ono anka say pull out.
Omu issue statement man.
Man. So and also ono pull out. Na dia o maye no odwu won tiase say. Ono enti eno ho yaw. And our man is saying, yes, man ko contest no on lose. And no sa ko independent in your best support. Now, and this is in Jamoris in there.
Abra you would take no yemia crop ya kwabna Ashanti. What my message was a Gordon. If with Honorable Siama, Professor Okwe didn't take a decision at a go. No. He wrote to Esiama on October 14th after receiving the petition on October 13th, which Esiama didn't respond. So Speaker took a decision on November 8th with a motion date difference.
Yeah, fine here.
Oh, what's it? When he speaking ya kratano 13th October. And at the chinye, or talk at a Esiama say, Asama will party for at the Abremini. We are no say was Honorable Sama and responded. It show from 13th October, Professor Michael Kwe etching chance what November 8th. Where this is fair-minded person and person with cool head. Say a person was doing shady, but not me who said the means hot-headed Speaker of Parliament and overly partisan Speaker of Parliament. Say, whoa. You go down in history as the worst Speaker of Parliament and the most expensive Speaker of Parliament.
Who do you blame? Wabra, yes. Ekodu baby. No, but apart from that, Speaker Bagbin. Wabra nin sense be expenses sembi o two coin any area hospital people be ninkofobi yes ombe story. Nya before na stop so munyai. NPP for na stop no double salary bisa wadafa abronye bra wabre boniti so sa so onyayo some hu
hwe ayi kwaku dawru president shia media
also obisa no question
dawru bisa sa question say Mr. President
say 50-50.
That was the first time President Kufuor me African president what the professor President Kufuor
but that
is the first time I can go for mentias
oh 50-50 na case better to go for 50-50
Papa we are no confronting
case better to go for 50-50
okay Papa we are the bro fontina me becoming NPP member and in the courage
oh enti
so Charlie
if the political parties NPP and NDC if NDC could have used their constitution because already constitution now the chapter 8 talks about anti-party behavior and so over support to another party in so the article 9 of NPP the NHR now if they have quoted that no mo tro let a bread parliament na parliament bisa omo for them to confirm or deny their position no mo take a decision here I would have supported it what I say and then maybe we can go for constitutional interpretation of article 99 97 and even 96 in the example but you cannot decide to make it statement our parliament now unrezi na speaker me money well reasoned ruling on a matter on no agitum say and resided with him but the sole right of the Supreme Court ebe declare seat vacant there, then there's a problem. Ebio okay speaker Okwe ne decision now or announce to declare seat no vacant now. He was careful. Or say with all intent and purposes, he is no longer a member of the party. He has pronounced himself publicly as an independent candidate and has filed his papers to compete against the party as an independent candidate on December 7th, 2020. Having forfeited the membership of the party on whose ticket he was elected to parliament, the operative language of the constitution is that he shall, which is mandatorily, vacate his seat in parliament. Accordingly, it will be absurd that a sitting MP will be campaigning against the party that he or she represents in parliament. No purposeful interpretation of the law will allow such ridicule to prevail. Article 97(1)(g) of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana states that a member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament if he leaves the party of which he was a member at the time to join another party or seeks to remain in parliament as an independent member. So here Article 97(g) now. Mene how do I debate is unim say
I totally agree with even Professor Okwe.
Say,
and I agree. I disagree. I totally disagree with Professor Okwe then, and I totally.
Oh no.
I totally disagree with Babin.
No. Okay. Well, me, I don't disagree with Okwe because Oshe party constitution now.
Yes.
A say who can support another party.
Yes.
Now Jitum support another party. What free party anymore? Even though yes, there's a room say party between there a chow.
Was that what happened? Was that what happened in the case of Isiama?
No. No, at that time.
Yes.
Yes, that's what happened.
What happened?
For
future parliament?
No. Can the Article 97
no crown I made the case.
A member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament. The relevant portion, the G, if he leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his election to parliament to join another party or seeks to remain in parliament as independent member.
At the time of his election, was that what happened to Isiama?
No. At the time of his election, he was a member of NPP.
Yes.
And halfway through, or no one said we're free party anymore. Free party man, then you should forgo your seat.
That's not.
Why you saying it? Why you saying it? No. Why you saying it?
Why you saying it?
He was a member of one party.
Why you saying it?
And move call another party.
Quite different from Isiama.
No, how? No, what is the difference?
Why you saying you know? Now yeah, Obia himself NPP member.
Yes.
Because of that nonsense. And now yeah, Nigeria say or call NDC. Nto call NDC na call Jina as NDC candidate for.
No, Odika move kokotna.
No. Wait, I'm giving you the Mikasa.
Okay, we dey kasa.
Hear me. Because when him say I'm proud of you. Me na me training no. And today I'm so much proud of him. Me na me training no. So
the pride of every
parent. Until me ba me training no say dey crouch me. So you say
no.
Why you saying you know? So yes. He contested Tamale Central as NDC candidate and all winning here. Oba Parliament 2005 Parliament no. Over NDC no man who say he did not NDC near man on to me. He did not belong say to that party and therefore he wanted to go back to his party NPP, the original party NPP. And was sorry on the floor of Parliament. Who tell me?
Yes.
Say he was crossing over to join NPP say Waja NDC.
Yes.
Parliamentary strictly article where you know it kicks in. Article 97.
So when you cross carpet.
It's about cross carpeting.
So free party.
Free party.
Another and it's our party now. Juma our parliament.
No, he was joining.
That's all joining. No, Juma.
Yes, he was joining cross carpeting.
Yes.
And I said by the constitution.
And what your physical.
But you see, and also over to us. It makes sense because him say Obu I be or to Abama as MPP MPA. Now you say. We MPP need not to Abama. So I'll call another party.
I'm so happy that you are making my case. I'll come there. So of course you over no. And as Speaker Virginia says youth. Like I said no. Once you have carpeted.
No, at the time it was
such youth.
There is such a youth or second term. First time no allegedly. First time.
Say I even see 2002 and
then I'm more confusing. I just such huge. Allegedly was 2001.
2001 to 2005.
That was first one, second, and I could follow second term na make here.
Second term.
Yes. Virginia such use. One now can say NDC proposal allegedly and all lose.
Yes.
That was our parliament, 2005 parliament.
Okay.
To make you have I have long standing parliamentary coverage. Intimacy Virginia such huge.
Okay, but if that confusion is say,
that parliament was same way
by 2002.
Yes, and that time no, it was parliament. No, that parliament was a speaker. Alajete was a speaker.
Yes,
but the 6th of or the early day, 7th January of 2025. No, on a year election.
Okay.
NDC proposal Alajete and NPP proposal Virginia Sechi Hughes and NPP won. And then Virginia Sechi Hughes became speaker of that parliament from 2025 to 2005. Sorry, to the next election.
Okay.
So it was.
You are right.
2006.
Exactly. You are right.
2006 na DNC. It was Virginia Sechi Hughes.
Yes.
And I catch it. And okay, said you have down cross carpeting, proper cross carpeting. That one automatically Article 96 will automatic. Because it is very clear on the face of a provisional. And also once you have done that, your seat, you yourself, it was declared vacant.
Yes.
I know you're automatic.
In fact, one people was say, I am now cross carpeting to my party origin. And like I said, once you have the cross carpeting, automatically, I know there you don't need interpretation, you don't need anything. It's automatic. And that's what the import of Article 96G. Read it again.
Yes.
That's the import. In this instance, until while saying the seat was declared vacant, that's where Minia Penny ABA Enusaf Seni became a member of parliament. After that.
To one side.
Yes. Yes.
March 3, 2006.
Yes.
Was it the speaker, Mr. Ebenezer Virginia Sechi Hughes, on Friday declared the Tamale Central Constituency seat vacant following the resignation of the member of parliament for the area, Professor Al-Hassan Wayuseni, on Thursday. Before declaring the seat vacant, the speaker told the House that he had received communication from the member of parliament confirming his carpet crossing from the NDC to his mother party NPP. Mr. Sechi Hughes quoted Article 97 of the Constitution and Stand Order 80 and declared the seat vacant in line with provisions of the two documents.
So you see, that is classic case of Article 97G. Because first of all, Nipano was cross carpeting, and now based on the cross carpeting, to join his original party, while resigning from the party, in that instance, you don't need any interpretation. And on the face of the provision, a clear cut, because Constitution talks about that, and now you're declaring vacant. In this instance of Honorable Esiama, which NPP wrote to, I am saying, say, NPP and Professor Okwe were wrong. No. Just like, let me explain. They were wrong, just like Babin so were wrong. And my lawyer now backing me on this point here, Professor Azam. On this matter, you were just saying, say, the person, a Siama came to Parliament on the ticket of NPP. Yes. A particular parliament, and that parliament, people of Formina voted for him based on the fact that we NPP.
Yes.
So in that parliament, no matter what happens, he is still a member of that party in that particular parliament. Yes. Nothing changes it. But he declared his intention. And next parliament, he was going to stand in a futuristic in the next parliament as independent candidate. How does that affect the current partner or buyer as MPP member, MPP Ottomano? How does it affect it?
That's so. Onoajitum say yes, me MPP ni nam the bar parliament. Yes. Maybe a year or two.
First of all, one resigning.
No,
said their wife first year no. One can say one year MPP.
But when Okwe Tron,
said that.
Okwe Tron, senka wa PA ni ebisa na kohono. Ko only choice than to say we're free party. Come just to a free party.
No, why I would say he would have said I didn't leave because no. You can stand either you stand for a party without being a member of that party.
Yes.
Or you can go and stand as independent candidate.
Yes.
In that particular parliament, people of Formina voted for him because he was an MPP member.
Yes.
Or he is an MPP member.
Yes. And also we're free.
One can say we're free. Or in next parliament or Bebano, he will no longer stand on the tickets of MPP. And actually so we're free in the current parliament.
No, it is because he are turning car.
Oh, you don't have to turn and car. Because he came to that parliament based on the fact that we're MPP. That's why they voted for him.
Yes.
What could vote to as a what could as independent or we need, the people MPP had a candidate in Formina.
Yes.
And yet the people believed in him as independent candidate.
Yes.
He came to Parliament as an independent candidate because the people of Formina trusted his independency. Say we're independent. That's why they voted for him. So in future, now what declare say in future Parliament he wants to be a member of NPP in the next Parliament. Why would you take him out?
I think say see
area. The Supreme Court
exactly.
But
this is.
I disagree with you.
This is commonsensical argument.
Once nipa na agitum me view ni
say why free party.
One year to say interview. Of course, Okwe Tron nso ko ya. One feel and ko ya. And the facts ni two anima. And ko no nko anka ye be hu ni stand. Based on that, Okwe would have been right. And of course, because one kono, Okwe had to take a decision on him.
That is why.
So maybe Supreme Court will interpret.
It's better for Supreme Court to do the interpretation. But I said I disagree with MPP and Professor Okwe then, as I disagree with vehemently. So say there a vehement disagreement with Speaker Babin.
Why?
Because what he did was, I call it, and what the NDC people did was temporal hallucination. To say Omoya majority, premature ejaculation. Because in this instance, it is young mama say, because they have seen say Nyama no Omoya no charade. That is why Joy FM store interview no money the firm that Babin did not give a ruling. Even though he himself said he was going, they should give him 2 days to give a season ruling. Or say there was nothing to set aside because there was no ruling. He only gave mere information to the House. Information in the
mere information there, and you cannot act on the mere information.
How will you act on the mere information? And you say we are majority. Mere information are also why a majority.
Mere information from where? And from who?
From Babin, Speaker Babin.
On one say.
And on based on mere information, almost say a majority within seconds. And now,
no, you see, now reality is dawning on them.
Also, by God's own wisdom, has declared them majority.
All right, so I think say yeah, it was still now. Say I was still even it and that's a who that.
Say the AC say. Supreme Court, if I might hear or more minority to whip say, just say Supreme Court now the Baba Parliament for them to move. Oh, already Abuja, I think whether it's fake or tweeted, say they are not moving or more majority.
But then the fact that say speaker and making declaration.
You know, I'm a contradiction with even with total confusion with even minority caucus. Total confusion. Planning from the beginning was wrong and the end is wrong. And now Tuesday, Rebecca said, okay, say Peter, the beginning of this parliament almost dressing white.
Yes,
said they were in majority side. And I don't know what happened. Nyankopon Ekaside Omokasa ya. They left us and went to the minority side. That is what they plan to do. You know, I have said the Omoye now was to test the resolve of the Supreme Court. Because this packing, Omokase President Akufo-Addo, only say Omasa take deliberately Omoye to test the resolve of Supreme Court. Say Omobeye, Omunim say Supreme Court. So
they know say it's wrong.
They know say you're wrong, and they deliberately did so that I'm not called Supreme Court. And I say a court tiamoa ruling it tiamoa say a say President Akufo-Addo or party Supreme Court to deliver cases in favor of government and no agenda. You haven't seen they've started, even including some lawyers who should know better. Or you know about say it's so surprising. It's curious. What is curious about taking a matter of a constitutional matter like this to court, the highest court of the land to determine? What is curious about it?
Now, Utie Professor Kofi Abuchi so why?
Yeah,
say more, Peter.
What's in
unim maintain but my kind Joy FM, you know. I think there's a bit of misreportage from Joy FM. No.
Because I would have been surprised.
No.
You know, Peter,
I think Joy FM, they've not been fair.
You know my stance when it comes to Professor Kofi Abuchi.
Yes,
Peter,
yes.
You know how I respect him. How I knew say when it comes to matters of law. Well, it's something that I like listening to. But the reportage, you know, I mean, who we are not. It's really true.
He said BB to that effect. But okay, Joy FM report now, cut down. Then he brings clarity, so the Supreme Court can still go ahead and almost say Supreme Court may not be able to override Speaker's ruling on 4 vacant seats, Professor Abuchi. How? That's the headline.
Even when laws passed by Parliament,
yes, I mean, then
it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah,
it will not make sense.
It's not fair. Now, I think people close to him must draw Joy FM attention on your correction. Because why? Remember that LI on a bill on broadcasting. Parliament passed the bill, assented by President. Wabra implementation best start na Obiko challenge the constitutionality of it. I was Supreme Court.
Give up for
yes, and the Supreme Court said it was unconstitutional. Up to now, Emrano, ya pass it, ya print it, ya gazette it, and so it's of no consequence. I don't assume. But you see, Kofi Abuchi there no, bad down after okay na, or say, okay, Oba be kura no. Joy FM report na, or say the ruling, the decision leaves the opposite baby. Ono actually say what the Supreme Court can do is to question whether or not the circumstances for the exercise of the power have risen, or whether or not he has exceeded his speakership powers. Unquote. So in that same report,
yes,
Kofi Abuchi says what the Supreme Court can do is to question whether or not the circumstances for the exercise of the power have risen, or whether or not he has exceeded his speakership powers. Unquote.
But is that before the Supreme Court?
No.
What he suggested?
Yes. It will be because it is before what he did purported to have interpreted Article 97.
Yes, he gave a ruling on Article 97.
Yes,
he interpreted it.
So Supreme Court can work on that.
And what Kofi Abuchi is saying is that the Supreme Court can decide, say, Speaker Babin or Kasano, or go overboard, and I say it was within his.
The Speaker, the Parliament, no, Supreme Court can say. Parliament should recognize the four as members
until they'll continue with the case.
So the case will be heard.
You heard the details of the case.
Proper interpretation of Article 97 and 8.
It could be even Article 97 and the 99.
Yes.
It could be.
Yeah, it could be. And so Kofi Abochi's point, I think there's a problem with the report.
What kind?
First part, first part, no contradiction.
Contradicted the last part.
No, Jai.
Please, for your 1 year today, you make my kind. And I'm over is what I'm asking. Anyway, I was for a higher
side issue to talk about.
Okay, don't worry. A higher would be radio 95.9. I say SIA. Raja would do. I said Musaya Movement Television. If I'm God Nasabidiacom, Mene MP49, and then yet I said Dinko, Audu Mahama, where you're managing editor, custodian newspaper, Peter Nkuma, a deputy editor. I would make any na Peter Nkuma, a deputy, you mean your penny Audu Mahama, and now you're managing editor, a custodian newspaper, and a Munya Kuma, Peter Nkuma, also a deputy editor. Daily Dispatch newspaper, and then I have a pile of a penny professor as body as also 1 year dean, Professor Papa Dean, Faculty of Finance and Accounting, UPSC, also better say, and my dinkumo, and you offer. Don't mentor lawyer Max Pukwajaman. Don't get a friend a Drew. Now, no, a Drew, Casa 5 minutes when my meeting. Said one.
Oh, and dear, men no, and dear, oh, yeah, papa, mammy, dear, me, mammy, say,
Lawyer Max Pukwajaman,
any Auntie B, I don't know, pay me, Auntie B,
and run upon me. I feel quite my body, say, what do you quite
Cosisi? So I say Cosisi, I know, say.
Auntie Billy Sarita and Mary. Brad George, who okay with me, chow. It's a yako, Ubutu Bogu. Ubutu Bogu is a yako, maybe I will not pay piano. Michel Bibia, wash na, especially more among the messages. Brian, don't know, Nimo. But we really appreciate your contribution to enriching the program. No, the Massive who be at the various articles about we are saying. Now, we are share some message with was saying NDC MPs to repeal e-levy as they take over Parliament. Dominic Ayine, who the show. Men, you can't opposition lawyers, sir. Me respect to pa Dominic Ayine, me respect the papa. But anyone again.
Oh, Charlie.
To go for Bushas Wakan. Was it?
Where the NDC ni? Ayine there, Doctor Ayine there NDC. Ono NDC ni eda. Ono no wa yina me say we yina respecting when it comes to law. He is highly respected and a good lawyer. So obia even across political divide. Obuno so he's a perfect gentleman. But that be said, there are no politics man.
Was a former deputy attorney general MP for Bogatanga East constituency, Dr. Dominic Akrutenga Ayine, has served notice that come Tuesday, October 22. Members of the National Democratic Congress will proceed with parliamentary business, even if their NPP colleagues boycott the House. The NPP members, led by Afenyo Market, declared a conditional boycott of the House following Speaker Babin. According to Dr. Ayine, the new regime in Kotu, in converted committee said,
I think it's part of the satire.
Was it the new regime? Will kick in on Tuesday when sitting resumes, and on behalf of the electorate, they in the NDC will do what is possible and just, including repealing acts that are repealable.
You see, there are issues, sir. Even Omoamunim said there are decisions. If they wanted to, even with their speaker to take, they cannot. Because at the moment, when you are 136, and yes, sir, said there, if they agree with what Speaker Babin did, Peter Omoya in 136. There are decisions on the floor of Parliament. The membership will have to be more than half. Some cry 2/3. So decisions be now take.
Mr. Sade Pacho, Emra me my video be
Decisions, most of the decisions at Parliament, we have to take but more than half of the membership.
Video be Muntaka Mubarak. Video be me send the man. Source on Joy or your interview. Joy News and tin about me that Yamo Nagana for inti Asama Muntaka Mubarak Kanye fast Speaker of Parliament. My mention say May Atumwa Nanka Minchantum CCA Nagana for inti Asamoah Muntaka Mubarak and this member of Parliament for Ashanti, the Ashanti region. Ekaye. Oh, mahu has said, Tim Santa na man, and Tim Santa Pacho, Yenchantum. Why? Yam say, Inyam Mahonomo, a mad in Inyantum, into the Shena, a young wordma, a mammy, a bra yedi and Comodo. Now I was sent a lawyer, Alexemfi, a Kayahu. Now, when your emergency be was sending me message earlier, say, or she say, with me, I did with the committee at 8:39, but with me by say, oh, yeah, you can say feasible. Yen Bekasa, Ewa Ahmanos, Maminti Kakra.
I'm sorry, I'm saying this because this is my favorite speaker. I mean you I can tell you. You whip your members I can tell you that if there's a member of Parliament today in this house who, if I were a Suku fan, will enjoy the reign of this speaker, I don't think anybody will have enjoyed his reign better than me.
I mean, he owes his speakership to your whipping abilities.
Just as I disagree because Babin is my favorite speaker.
Have you told him this, that he's become a tyrant directly? Because you have a clear line of...
I have said that several times.
And what is his response?
He disagrees with me, but I tell him that, tell me what chief does, a chief will do in his palace. When he says anything, that's fine. That's what chiefs do. That's what chief, but you are not a chief. You are supposed to be a Speaker of Parliament. And the Speaker of Parliament listens to both sides and patiently, even where there's disagreement. And that's the essence of democracy. To sometimes even disagree, I agree to disagree. But where you personalize it and make it look as if a disagreement is a disrespect to you, or it's an affront to you, or it's like denigrating you, then I'm sorry, then you'll be a bad speaker. And for nothing, this is where I respected Professor Kwe. Where you have all the leaders teaming up and agree on something, he will easily abandon.
He builds consensus on both sides
far better
than your own NDC.
I mean, I'm saying it without an apology. He
Speaker of Parliament.
Kwe built consensus far better.
Mesambo be me say I didn't enter me Mr. Ashanti Hontem. It was at the message the amount na wabo as by consensus wa hands so no likely see by 10:30 we bring it to a close alamwa and by consensus yes, so we are masters of our own rules that's why the fact say general manager I may up to 11 no why very magnanimous but yes you're using it judiciously into no time there of first sense and scandals boom besides the say you ready the factor so not men sambo. But in all this,
Supreme Court too. Okay, Justice Appel. In all this,
okay.
He's he a tyrant?
He's becoming, and I'm sorry. I'm saying this because this is my favorite speaker. I mean
you elected him.
I can tell you.
You whip your members
I can tell you that if there's a member of Parliament today in this house who, if I were a Suku fan, will enjoy the reign of this speaker, I don't think anybody will have enjoyed his reign better than me.
I mean, he owes his speakership to your whipping abilities.
Just as I disagree with Professor Kwe, I disagree a number of times with Duajao. I won't say because Babin is my favorite speaker.
Have you told him this, that he's become a tyrant directly? Because you have a clear line of...
I have said that several times.
And what is his response?
He disagrees with me, but I tell him that, tell me what chief does, a chief will do in his palace. When he says anything, that's fine. That's what chiefs do. That's what chief, but you are not a chief. You are supposed to be a Speaker of Parliament. And the Speaker of Parliament listens to both sides and patiently, even where there's disagreement. And that's the essence of democracy. To sometimes even disagree, I agree to disagree. But where you personalize it and make it look as if a disagreement is a disrespect to you, or it's an affront to you, or it's like denigrating you, then I'm sorry, then you'll be a bad speaker. And for nothing, this is where I respected Professor Kwe. Where you have all the leaders teaming up and agree on something, he will easily abandon.
He builds consensus on both sides.
Far better
than your own NDC.
I'm saying it without an apology. He built Parliament. Kwe built consensus far better than we are having now. Because you see, I'm sorry I'm saying this, and I'm the one saying this. When you make it difficult for others to even air their views before you, they simply fold their arms.
Have you folded your arms?
I will never. I'm not the type who folds their arms. I will challenge it anytime. I will challenge it anytime, any day, unless I'm not given the opportunity to speak.
Right. Until we Muntaka Mubarak, you wrap up our hormone.
On say many Peter. Yeah, no unrepentant supporters of Muntaka. Even though Peter, then they announced publicly. Also, he will challenge it. Also, a challenge here. There was a pointer last all the year. Majority that sit down. Yes. He shouted, sit down. Muntaka never sat down.
I will catch and say, I will
never recognize you. And also, if you don't want to recognize me, it's so be it. He never sat down.
Mr. Pato, Chami to Mamma White and DK Biadiano. Chami to me say Uncle for Busabe as I see some mini video. No, I popular request. Chami to me, uncle. I say, maybe I can make your good speech.
For you, use your head and use your hand. You for
No, okay. I'm not expecting that from you. You know I'm going to leave around 4 a.m. So why?
You leave at 4 a.m., right?
Yes, please.
I'll go kind of check at 2 a.m.
2 a.m. How is it 2 a.m.? Is it witches and wizards who are working around that time? 2 a.m.
Baby,
really?
It's a 24-hour economy.
I just need my money.
I know. So I'll get the money for you. I'll cash it at 2 a.m. I'll bring you the money before you leave for your journey.
Please, I don't need any stories.
No, no story. 24-hour economy. I'll get it for you.
24-hour economy. Mama, your mama. 24-hour economy. Mama, your mama.
Where is the money? Where is the money? Where is the money?
Calm down.
Wow.
Calm down.
Around this time?
Yes.
How were you able to cash this check?
I went to my family.
Really? Working around this time?
24 hours ago, you can cash a check any time of the day.
Wow. I love this 24-hour economy.
Yeah.
Around this time, there are bankers in the bank.
For NTV DKB and na wakofa shashi girl bi call girl and na no but listen to the conversation when na baba dan wo twanika and na very cheap so that be a very cheap so 200 Ghana cedis call girl
200 cheap is how
yes a low grade 200 cedis
sir
call girl 200
high one you're saying
minimum but 200 cedis per
no say how does he know say 200 cheap if he doesn't know the high one
now they call Ashanti Taifa and then friends some mu dey na we some dey
say last me won say oh bo say nyina ya juma wa laboni ya fa to go embassy sa na say omo njina ho ya say omo use digitalized system
yes omo app bi
omo ye you don't need to go they don't need to
now unim say we internal and this in tokwa home because unim say unim say no DKB no unim say DKB no NDC youth organizer and a train no through the youth program no or training band no or or launching youth
policy
manifesto no inviting on the Adam for or no or Shenechi Buano Mani Yenuman boy NDC.
Okay.
Until oye mistake no. Now unim wa unia Samije Vinso. Onone Pablo Omo Aisha.
I'm spoiling the market price. But that is 200 is bad yet. Too low grade. I've been too low grade. And a decade for 5. I've been to
the entire maybe so much say be lower than 200. Until I'm 200 maybe.
Hey, how do? What
that's a documentary.
How do you know?
No, wait, documentaries baby.
What you know?
If I say NDC for big car say first now show yeah
I got 2 minutes near phone.
Esa show
o den ka wasem no na nyen tam
asem no say nansan ya nema be cost for energy front energy sector electricity sem dum so onim asogli onim say asogli for menim say omonkwa na government edi omoka and almost o ma shut it down omo operations. What I'm hearing is they generate about over 500 megawatts of power and almost shut it down until more pressure back energy sector power sector over here now say and me area ho type for on you know the whole night and no pay me by night around not light in the hall across world areas be pray. What is the problem with Asogli? Are they the only people are buying Eddie Omoka and now say a deliberate work person or mal chinchinana dum sombrana abino enya disaffection ba ewa abino side. Government will have to sono asogli. Togbe afede. And then call for. No call for omo kwa omo so ma shut it down. Menim say omo kwa na abide omo ka omo yes ade no. But I see some your friends saying I smell Miss Belly umbrella. It was a Jumaimu. I buy on shining the eyes to prevent any doom so ebeba in these days after elections. Because a binoma, I say, never be brave or may to bring put paint about way in a bad light no more ye. Oma started demonstration EC register amfa. Omo call IPAC. Omo amfa yanko amfa. Demonstrations are you say a strike. I been in with the mother one no amfa and side one so no or more force ya say befa emfa. Nema baby or mokachia say last person on the omo ye the AC or parliament and also say a preface amfa. Say the last one maybe on me holo on maybe the power sector. Abino on ye dear so obey. Okay. Electricity no.
A minute. Yeah.
My whole story be or Asasi Radio. Or see leaked NDC strategic document. Will Muhammad dare temper with 2-term constitutional limit? Yes, because say na yedika atete. Say you want for. Say Muhammad omuba omu ekwan mi nu. Either say ombe change constitution through parliament and referendum or omeko court to get the constitutional interpretation of say 2-term no is it consecutive and I say u break here utimi eba san kominu ana na ne ehuni say o kai say President Muhammad Shia sa omu lawyers group no
a law society of Ghana.
Oh,
and I friends
now law society of Ghana the president.
Okay, yes, sorry.
Or say almost on my Pakistan Supreme Court. So if they succeed, then it means that the constitutional interpretation, no, Basu Muhammad did it. But
I said your Muhammad catcher and this lawyers is ready.
Yes. But you see, unim say on my way mu edu baby. Now all our Supreme Court judges were appointed by one government.
And yet NPP went to court and
won cases. You see, so do because Supreme Court na enon say why?
What they are saying from court olusu. It is very critical.
And say ekwan was said there krampo aboboa no and ekwakwatwene o straight away into no ye de komodini nyina no eba ewie mo fa che say elia no ye